Hey, what is going on YouTube? Journalist 9Killer here, reporting on some breaking Valorant news, and that of course being within the esports scene, and that being Cloud9 officially dropping Ye from their roster. I mean, could you believe it? I mean, I did not believe this when the rumors came out a couple of days ago. Yeah, like rumors were spreading on Twitter among, the popular journalists like George Geddes and whoever, that Ye was being like dropped from the Cloud9 roster. And I thought this was insane because anybody who watches Pro Valorant knows that Ye was undoubtedly the best player in 2022, and the 2023 season has just started, so I just couldn't believe that he is getting dropped from the roster after they played in Brazil. And then Cloud9 made it official today, of course, when they released this video on their Twitter page, the Cloud9 Valorant Twitter page, and it was called an update on the Cloud9 Valorant roster, where we had Jack Etienne, the owner of Cloud9, along with MCE, go over the decision of why they released EA. Yeah, so a couple of key things from that video. Of course, first, they're citing the reason he's coming off the roster is because there were role issues within the team. And yeah, I think that makes complete sense. You guys have to understand, all of last year when Optic were essentially the best team in the world, Ye was basically a chamber one trick. He was playing chamber on every single map except for a few one-off times that they would actually have him on Jet. But now, with all the chamber nerfs and chamber significantly being out of meta, with pretty much no pro team playing him currently at the moment, yeah, there were gonna be role issues, and we saw it at Brazil. They still played Ye on chamber on a couple of maps like Lotus, and we also saw a team like PRX, who they played against, also play chamber on that map. But overall, I think the consensus around the pro teams, if you watch a lot of the pro games, is that Jet is firmly back in the meta and Chamber is firmly out of the meta. Now, there are a couple of cases where you can make him work, but if you're trying to force him on Chamber on multiple maps, I don't think that will bring success for the team, of course. So why not just put him on Jet? The old Envy roster that became Optic went all the way to a Masters final with Jet playing with Ye playing Jet 24/7, not the other way around. So why don't they just put him back on Jet? Well, that's what I was thinking, but the way the team is set up, if you watch the matches, is that Zelsis is actually their entry player. He's the one who's been playing a lot of Raze, a lot of Neon, and a lot of Phoenix for them. So if Zelsis is your entry player, but you want Ye to also play Jet, that means you're gonna be running a lot of double duelists on most maps. Or if you're having Ye on Jet, then Zelsis will then have to move on to a different role, like maybe a secondary initiator role or something like that. So I definitely do see the clash there on the team if they want Zelsis to be their entry player, but they also want Ye to play Jet. I can see how the role issues would arise there, of course. And also from this video, something that really rubbed me the wrong way was Jack saying that for the cost of this team, we weren't getting the results we wanted / expected. Now that's crazy, because the season just started with the lock-in Sao Paulo tournament being basically the first time we're seeing any of these franchise teams play. Plus, this lock-in tournament is essentially a throwaway tournament. Yeah, you win $100,000 and you get an extra slot for your region at Masters, but at the end of the day, it's a giant single bracket tournament. Like, anything can happen in a giant single bracket tournament. There are bound to be upsets everywhere, and this tournament by no means will determine the best Valorant team in the world currently. It simply won't. 5 maps? You're gonna base the performance of this team off of 5 maps? Surely not. And if people want to say Ye underperformed at this tournament, I think that's also pretty crazy too, because you look at their 2-0 over PaperX. Just going through the maps, Lotus, they 13-8 them. We had Ye playing Chamber. He went 19-13, 154 ADR. That's perfectly fine. Pearl, 13-4, his team completely dominated them, and Ye went 11-9 playing Sage. I think that's perfectly fine. And then if we go into their matchup versus DRX that they did lose, on Pearl, they won 13-3, and Ye was the lowest frag on the team, but he went 10-7 as Sage, and there's only so many frags you can pick up. When a game is as one-sided as 13-3, there are gonna be some people on the team who still just have a small amount of frags because either their other teammates are popping off super hard and there just aren't enough opportunities for them themselves to find kills, right? And then if we move over to Haven that they lost, Ye was the best performer on that map. And if we move over to Icebox that they got dominated on, Ye was the best performer on the team on that map. So for the 5 maps that we saw Ye, he was either the best player on the team or he was carrying his weight playing Sage, who he normally doesn't play. So to say he underperformed at this tournament is that would be crazy. And to say the team underperformed at the tournament, I guess you would have expected them to go a little bit deeper, but they're playing against, you know, a pretty locked in DRX. DRX are definitely no slouch in the pro scene, and this is a team that was bound to, you know, upset a couple of teams, so I'm not really super surprised. And then afterwards, we saw that Ye made a tweet on his main account where he said he's officially an unrestricted free agent. And there was something about the tweet that was actually a little weird when I was reading it. And we saw other members of the community react to it, like Tarek and Toast.
Officially, unrestricted.
Read it.
Real issue were definitely the reason for me departing, and the team coach definitely agree with me being removed. Well,
wait, why is there a lot of definitelys there?
Wait,
that's so sarcastic.
Yeah, I think there's some underlying.
Too many definitelys. That means he's lying.
Roaches were definitely the issue.
Sarcastic.
And the team and coach definitely agree with me being removed. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Look at Finesse trying to bait below.
Maybe Ye goes to playing in the Challengers League, but could you imagine that? Ye, the undisputed best player in the world last year, playing in the Challengers League? Nah, that's crazy to think about. A caliber player of Ye playing in Challengers League. But I mean, who knows, man? And now Cloud9 says they're doing tryouts for people on their team. And I also saw a few rumors on Twitter that Marvd is apparently on the table, which doesn't make sense to me because Marvd is a smokes player, Vanity's a smokes player, and if you sign Marvd, you should have him play smokes, because when he was playing smokes, he was like a top 3 smokes player in the world. So it doesn't make sense to sign him if you're gonna have him play something else. I don't think that would make much sense, but who knows, man? Cloud9, sometimes they do some crazy things. If you follow them in League of Legends, you'll know that's the truth. But hey, that's basically the news for this one, guys. What do you feel about this whole situation? Did Cloud9 made the right decision by dropping Ye, or is there something else going on that we don't know? And just let me know all of those thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.